rope in the nose. The tow pilot will go forward until the rope's tight. Then we'll we'll give the all-out command, and this young lady will run with the wingtip, keep us balanced until she can't run any faster, and then I'll be sort of balancing the wingtips. But what we'll find is we'll get off the ground, we'll take off quicker than the tow plane because our takeoff speed's lower.
Right.
And because we then have to fly at the speed of the tow plane, there's a lot more wind noise. So you probably hear me okay, but I have difficulty hearing people in the front.
Right.
Because you're facing away from me. So just shout quite loudly.
Yep.
We still talk, it just has to be in loud voices. But when I release when we get tight, when I release the tow rope, it gets much quieter.
Right.
I can slow the glider down, and there's a lot less wind noise, and it's much. Oh, the sun's gradually breaking through. That's good. Table on, please. Thank you. Right, you all set?
All ready. Yep.
Good. Quite warm there.
It is quite warm, yeah.
Yeah, it's a sort of mugginess, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this goes forward and takes up on the slack, giving it a sudden jerk. There. We're off the ground.
Oh.
I'm just keeping it like a low. Up off the ground. Now where we go? So, comfy there in the front, hear me
Yep.
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, yep.
I won't say very much, that I'm just concentrating on getting it flying as accurately
Yep.
as there. There's a garden centre down on our left, just beneath us, yeah?
Yeah, we stopped there last week.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, when it got cancelled, we thought, right, what can we do now?
Oh, it's definitely improved since the last flight. The last flight was very murky. You look straight ahead underneath the plane. There's another airfield over there. That's RAF Odia.
Oh, right.
That's the home of the Army Chinook fleet.
Yes.
So we often get the big Chinook helicopters flying around. But they stay well out of our way. They fly low level. And then ahead of us again is now Basingstoke.
Right.
And the cloud base is slowly lifting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Not as murky. At least we got you into the air this time.
Yes.
Want to stretch your legs out, it's fine now, relax. Take pictures if you want.
Yeah, I've got it on video mode, so
right.
yeah.
Well, I'll try and fly as accurately as possible so it doesn't bounce around. Because we just have to go wherever the tech pilot takes us.
Yeah.
If we don't like it, we can always release the rope, but as we come around, you should be able to see on the left-hand side the airfield we've taken off from.
All right, yeah.
And you might be able to make out the that little cluster at one end of the runway where the caravan and other gliders are.
Yeah.
That's the launch point. And if the weather was better, like yesterday, from this height, I can see all the way down to the south coast.
Oh right.
But it was really clear as a bell yesterday. But the fronts have come in and it's just changed again.
Are they specific aircraft built for towing then?
No,
or?
these are just the French ones. They're called Robins, but they're quite good because they made it. It's a steel fuselage and wooden wings. It's actually fabric covered, so it's actually quite light. So with a big engine in it, it climbs quite well. The ideal thing is a crop duster, but they're more expensive to operate.
Right.
You can see it's starting to get a little bit murky as we're going higher. What we might do is yeah, I think in a second or two I'll probably release the rope because it's getting pretty murky. Yeah. Yes. It's not very nice if we go any higher, so we'll just keep it about that. It's
right.
Much safer this way because we can see better.
As you say, when the aircraft clears off, it is
Much
a lot quieter, yeah.
Because I've slowed the glider down, we're flying much slower now, sort of thing. So we just had a look around and sort of thing. I'm afraid it's a bit murky for. You can see now that the airfield's far more difficult to see over the audience. So I'm just judging. Also, you can tell that although it doesn't feel that there's much breeze, there is a bit of a breeze because we're flying at 45 knots, so that's about 50 miles per hour.
Yep.
So, but if you look down at the ground, we're not covering the ground terribly fast because there's a bit of a headwind.
Right.
If we were to turn and face the opposite way, we would cover the ground much faster. Even flying at the same speed through the air, the whole air mass is moving. So it's like being being on the river with a downstream tide. It's slower, makes distance upstream that is downstream.
Yeah. I mean, you can sort of relate this to driving a boat.
It is. There's a lot of similarities. Where we do things, a lot of similarities, sort of thing. And if you look out to your right, you can see some smoke on the ground. So there's a fire over there.
Right,
so that just confirms which way the
wind's going.
The breeze is blowing, sort of thing. So what we don't want to do is head too much in the opposite direction because then we'd be flying into wind trying to get back to the airfield.
Yes.
So my plan is always to keep us. I'll go as far out from the airfield as I can, knowing which way the wind is blowing. So because it's blowing from the east, we'll stick more to the eastern side of the airfield and not go too out to the west. Do you want to have a go at flying yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, sort of thing. I don't know how you manage with the video camera, sort of thing.
Oh,
you okay with that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well just follow me through on the stick. Okay.
Okay.
Look ahead at the horizon. It's very difficult to see it, but we're a little bit lower now. It's a bit easy to spot. What should happen is if I ease stick gently forwards, nose goes down.
Yep.
Ease it back, nose comes back. It's very small movement. It doesn't take very much.
Right.
And if okay, so do you want to try that?
Yep.
You have control.
I have control.
So just gently ease, stick gently forwards. Ease it back. Doesn't take very much, does it?
No, it doesn't at all.
Sort of thing. Okay, so I've got control again, but keep following through in the controls.
Okay.
I'm going to show you how we roll the glider now. So we'll go to the left. So have a quick glance to the left, make sure it's clear. Okay?
Yep.
Now look ahead at the horizon. So I move the stick to the left wing goes down, and it will keep on going down if I keep the stick over to the left. So when I get the angle I want, I centralise the stick, and then I just give it a slight backward pressure, stop the nose from dropping, and the glider's banked and it's turning, and it'll just keep on turning like that until I straighten up. So we'll turn around, we'll keep on turning, give you an idea. A few little
pockets
of air there, which is sort of thing. That's not, it's just the air. So now if I want to straighten up again, I move the stick to the right to bring the wings level. And when the wings are level, centralise the stick again. you want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just get it, put a little pocket of air here, I'll just get it level for you. So you have control.
I have control.
So we're going to go to the left, so stick left, goes around the left. Now stick central, and a little bit of backward pressure on the stick, just a squeeze backward, not too much. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. That's good. Keep looking ahead at the horizon, because that's our reference point. That's good. Give you a nice turn, and that fact you actually found there's a little bit of lift here. The glider stops sinking. You're in a little bit of rising air. Not very much, just enough. And you can put the wings level about now. And stick to the right, and then relax any backward pressure on the stick, and then stick central. That was very good. You sure you haven't flown before?
No.
Oh, you've got a good hand. Obviously, handling boats and things must be.
Yeah, and
I've got control again.
okay. Do lorry mounted cranes.
Ah, yeah, I can tell you've got the sense of movement and hand-eye coordination. We're going through a little bubble of air then. Do you want to try some more, or do you want me to fly? Okay.
No.
So you have control.
I have control.
So you can give me a gentle turn around to the left again. That's good. So stick left. I was turning. Stick central. I'm watching one of the instruments in the cockpit. Not quite as steep as that. So stick a little bit to the right. A little bit more backward pressure. Okay, just level out about now. So stick to the right, bring the wings level. That's good. I've got control now.
You have control.
That was good, because you actually found, if you look in the middle, the instrument in the middle of the cockpit,
Yep.
there's an instrument, there's two halves, two scales. The 0 point is about 9 o'clock.
Yep.
When the needle's below the 0, we're going down, but for a second or two we were going up there.
Right.
I think it's just a little bit too soon for the thermals, but they're starting to build. So I just want to fly through that bit of air again. See how it starts to kick up a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Normally when the glider's flying, it's sinking at two down.
Right.
It's looking up to 0, so we're in a little bit of rising air here. Not very much, just enough to slow down our sink rate. But unfortunately we can't sit here forever, we're gradually losing height, so
Yeah.
we'll turn around, and unfortunately we're not going to get any more heights out of this. We'll fly back to the airfield, or fly back to the other end of the airfield, I should say.
Yeah.
And if you look out, get ahead now, there's another glider taking off. You see he's now left of us. Look left. See him
Oh, yes,
out
yeah.
over the woods. So that little bleeping sound is indicating it's telling me that there's a glider, and
Close.
I can tell by the lights which position it is. So it's,
Right.
it's off to our left wingtip behind us now. Oh good. See some sun on the ground away out to the left.
Yes.
And we've got that bit of rising air again. Do you see that
Yeah.
needles above there?
Yeah.
It's not very strong yet, it's still fairly weak.
So that's how you would sort of raise your get onto the thermals and go
That's right,
up.
yes. I'm looking for them sort of thing. But it's still very weak at this stage in the day. But where you were circling there, you were getting it. Just for odd moments, we're getting into rising. It wasn't making us climb, but it was slowing down how quickly we were descending.
Right.
I was quite surprised you could get some today, but it's slowly starting to improve.
What's the sort of maximum wind you can go up in these then?
We will fly even when it's 25 knots.
Right.
It's more the gusts that we're concerned about. If it's a steady wind, that's better.
Yes.
But it's gusts that then gusts are unpredictable. So a little lower the nose and fly a little bit faster now. I'm keeping an eye on our field. I'm going to land in the grass to the left of the runway.
Right.
We'll go a little bit further back, and then we'll start my turn. We've got a little bit of height here, and we're probably a little bit on the high side, so I can go a little bit further back. Right here. And then when I make my final turn, just over the centre of this field, and I'm lined up with the grass, I'll start to use the air brakes
Right.
to control a greater sense. Okay? So I am just, you see there's a mark of a band going across the grass there, a light colour. my aim is to try and sort of touch down just before there. So beyond the peri track. Okay, so I'm using a little bit of air brake just to bring my rate of descent down. Now I'm easing the brakes in. And I think we're getting coming down a bit too steeply. Easing the brakes in. Just using a little bit of air brake. See if we keep the glider flying. Should be able to roll just onto the tarmac, which means less distance to pool.
Yep. Oh, I thought that wing was going to go down.
Yes, it's I think just in a strong wind day you can actually sit pointing into wind, and if you're very quick on the controls, you can actually sit there and keep the wings level for a couple of minutes.
Right.
But we haven't got quite enough wind on the ground, sort of thing. So. I'm sorry it's not the nicest of days, but
I've managed to get up.
You've got to get up there, and you've got it all on tape as well.
Yes.
But, I was very impressed with. I actually thought you'd flown before because you had the right sort of feel, you know, gentle on the controls. So no,
I don't play games either.
Well, I can always tell with youngsters because they play a lot of computer games, sort of thing. Right, I'll just open the canopy before we steam up inside. Oh, a bit fresh air now.
Oh yes.
So what do you think of that?
That was great. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
It's a pity actually it wasn't a better day, because you see how when you were doing the turns, the glider, you feel a little bit of lightness in the glider.
Yeah.
Something there. Yes, so it was. There was just a little bit of rising air there. It wasn't strong enough to make us climb, but anything is better than nothing. I'm just going to carve it up. So, it's got muscles.
That wing or?
That wing is probably easier.
Right.
And then we'll go forward and pass it.
Okay. That side down? Yes. Got my camera.
Nothing else in the glider?
No.
Okay, that's grand. Up there.
Oh.